The glass doors of the Lakeside Crown Hotel shimmered with the evening lights of Seattle as Margaret Ellis stepped into the lobby, carrying a modest suitcase. She moved with calm grace, the kind that belongs to those who have lived long enough to learn that haste serves no purpose. At the reception desk, a young brunette with flawless nails tapped impatiently on her keyboard. Her tone was sharp and cold. "There's no reservation under the name Ellis." Margaret, puzzled, pulled out her printed confirmation and handed it over, but the clerk didn't even glance at it. Instead, she smiled tightly and said, "Perhaps you'd be more comfortable somewhere. Simpler." Moments later, 2 security guards escorted Margaret to the door, politely, yet firmly. As she walked out beneath the glowing city signs, she could feel the guests' stares following her like shadows. Outside, in the cool evening air, she called her daughter. "Mom, I'm coming there," Caroline said over the phone, her voice trembling with anger. "You deserve to be treated with respect." Margaret sighed softly. "Sometimes, sweetheart, we have to fight. But not every battle is meant for tonight." Across town, in a glass tower overlooking Puget Sound, Jonathan Ellis, CEO of the Ellis Heritage Group, was leading a board meeting when his phone buzzed. His sister's message made him freeze. Their mother had been thrown out of one of his own hotels. An hour later, Jonathan was standing in that same lobby. The manager, a tall man with silver hair named Thomas Reed, began explaining in a practiced corporate tone about brand standards and protecting the image of the clientele. When Jonathan calmly asked about the elderly woman who had been removed earlier, Reed gave a dismissive chuckle. "Ah, that one. Probably some kind of fraud. Didn't match the kind of guest we want here." Jonathan's voice dropped to a whisper. "That woman is my mother." The lobby fell silent. Within minutes, Reed and several senior staff members were dismissed on the spot. Jonathan gathered the remaining employees, and for the first time, they spoke freely about unfair treatment, missed opportunities, and guests who were judged for how they looked. Jonathan listened, the weight of guilt heavy on his chest for never noticing the rot beneath the surface. The following months transformed the Lakeside Crown. A new manager, Angela Moore, a woman with warmth and quiet strength, rebuilt the culture from the ground up. Every guest and every worker was now greeted with dignity. A year later, Margaret walked once more through those glass doors. This time, her portrait hung proudly in the lobby with a plaque that read, "In honor of Margaret Ellis, who reminded us that respect is not granted, but recognized." What a moving story. Dear friends, share in the comments where you're watching from. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. There's still so much more to come.